Hello everyone, I am Satyam and in this video we will be talking about the JSON in JavaScript. So guys, JSON in JavaScript stands for the JavaScript object notation. We all know that everything in JavaScript is an object, and to make the best use of JavaScript, we have to learn about the object oriented paradigms of the JavaScript language. So these object oriented approach of JavaScript is covered with the help of the JSON object, or JSON, you can say, like the objects part in JavaScript is the most important part, you can say. So guys, JavaScript object notation is very important. Why? Because everything in JavaScript is an object, and every object in JavaScript holds some properties and some values. So these are basically the key value pairs. I already told you about that. So before diving into the exact code, we have to learn about something, or we have to learn something about the JSON, that why we use JSON, or what is the advantages, or what is the advantage of using JSON. So guys, JSON and XML are the two languages that are supported by every programming language, like, because they share the data. JavaScript object notation means that you have to denote, or you have to explain your data with the help of something that the web server can understand. So web server only understands text, so you have to send that data to the web server, so you use the JSON. Now with the help of JavaScript object notation, or JSON, you can do many tasks very easily. Like, it increases the reusability of the code, and it also helps us to do various tasks without creating so much of code, and you can then make your own objects every time you create your code. Or if there are 10,000 users of your website and you are creating new objects, then it's perfectly fine. Your web server can handle that. So depending upon the type of the data, JavaScript follows the JSON notations. Why? Because JSON is very easy to understand, and it becomes very popular because there are many programming languages like Python, C++, C Sharp, or ASP. Every language, whether you are doing something for you or some firm, everyone uses some kind of data, because you have to operate on that data. Without data, we have nothing. So we have to operate on that data. So how can you operate that data? You just have to do you just have to collect that data and then represent that data. Then how can you represent that data? With the help of JavaScript object notation, you can represent your data. So let's see what is the definition. So what is JSON? JSON is a syntax for storing and exchanging data. That is, you can store the data and you can also exchange the data between you and your web server. That is, client server relationship is maintained with the help of the JSON. JSON is text written in JavaScript object notation. JSON is in the form of a text. That is, everything in JSON is a text, but that text is written with the help of JavaScript. So when exchanging data between a browser and a server, the data can only be text, because the web server only understands the text part of the data. JSON is text, and we cannot convert any JavaScript object. We can convert any JavaScript object into JSON and send JSON to the server. So we can convert any JavaScript object to JSON and then send that JSON to the server, so that the server can understand that, and the server understands your query and then responds back. So that helps us to make a communication between the client and the server, or you can say the browser and the server, because suppose you have made a website in which you are storing some kind of data in the browser. like you have made a website for the website for like the you can say e-commerce website. Then the e-commerce websites use cookies most of the times. That cookies will contain the values of like how you can what you will do, or how many items would you purchase. You choose the items and then the cookies store that data, and after you click on proceed or pay button, all the queries data are sent to the server. These queries data are in the form of the JSON or JavaScript object notation. After that, the server understands your query and put these things into the right columns in the server's database. After that, we get the our order according to the like list in their database. So that's how it works. So now let's dive into the code. So I have created an object. That object contains a variable, the first like the key value. All the JavaScript objects are basically the key value pairs. So like the name is the first key and its value is again an object. So name is the first element which is again an object, because a JavaScript object can contain objects, arrays, numbers, strings, anything that you want. So it's containing a object in the first position. After that it contains the age. After that it contains skills. After that it contains the married status, and after that the superpowers, and superpowers are null. You can see that it can hold any kind of values. So after that, when I want to print the name, I just type my JSON.name. Now the dot and the bracket property bracket notations are used to like retrieve the data from the JavaScript object notation. So I get the output as object, and then first equals to Satyam and last equals to Bhalla. That is the name of the my JSON object. After that, I want to like print the values of what are the various properties I have, or what are the various methods I have in, or what are the name of that methods. So I just a for in loop used a for in loop for that, and that for in loop is printing the values of the properties. So name, age, skills, married, and superpowers are printed there. So after that I want to if I want to like print the not the keys but the values of that keys, then what can I do is I can use the same for in loop, but instead of printing the variable I am now printing the my JSON I. So guys, this is the second notation that we use to print the values of the like my JavaScript code. So what can I do is what will I get? I will get the object first name and last name. After that I get my age value, and after that my skills, after that married, and after that the superpowers column. So I guess you now you are very familiar with the JSON, and we have covered so much about the object oriented approach of JavaScript in the previous videos. So it's quite easy and simple for you to learn this. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned with the Unacademy for more videos, and you will get the full source code at the following link.